Welcome back to the shed. This week we have a hit and miss special. The two remaining hit and miss engines in my collection. Both very important engines to me, so there'll be a little bit of storytelling to go over each one. And then I'll get them both oiled up and get them both going at the same time for you. So, the first one I'm going to start with is this 1923 Moss Alamo 1.5 horsepower. Yeah, 1.5 horsepower. A very important engine to me, because it's the only one that my dad went out and bought all by himself. We did this hobby together, and it was normally, we decide what engines we wanted and stuff like that. But this was one he decided was so nice, he was just going to buy it, and I don't blame him at all, because it's a lovely original engine. Bit of repair done on it before. Sorry, can't multitask. Brain got oil in there. One down here. Oh, camera's angled wrong. The cup in there. You got the speed control there, which is quite nice, even though it's quite brave. Put your hands in there while it's going. Need a few greases. There's an oil well. So this gear here runs through the used oil from the piston. So it's almost a bit of recycling. Almost. Apparently it's original style trolley as well, with the genuine handles that came with them. It is a very nice logo just hanging on, most of the original paint. A lovely Webster mag. Go on the other side, still got the proper exhaust, another bit of the graphic. Bit of damage on the base there, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, a lovely engine. Oh, dogs are kicking off. Only felt right to put that on there. Yeah. So I'm pretty confident that will start. There is some fuel in it. The Nelson there, camera issue. Normally I'm the unprofessional one. The camera let me down. Anyway, so this is my 1914 Nelson Brothers Model C engine. It would have been rated for 3 horsepower, but it's a bit of an interesting one where it's hit and miss now, but it's not supposed to be. I think they nearly made these all as throttlers, and it's supposed to be a petrol paraffin engine, but somebody has made this up at some point. It runs quite nicely as a hit and miss. It is a quite worn out engine. Me and the old man restored it, so I should say it was the first. Wasn't the first open crank I bought, but it was the first hit and miss, even though it's not a genuine hit and miss. But it was in an awful green colour. I should have prepared, I got a picture of it somewhere like that. But fully restored it, repaired all the bits that needed repairing, and here it still is. Lovely brass Webster mag. Got it rebadged because it didn't have anything on it, because if you know Nelson, they badge engineered for seems like hundreds of companies, so it could have been called anything from they made them for Detroit, Grey, United, the list goes on. If you got any other books with them in, you know how long that is. And you got the mixing carb, which it doesn't use anymore because it never runs hot enough to get it on paraffin. And this split tank, so that's the main fuel tank on the dial, front dial, and the little fuel tank in here to start it is that dial. But she's nice, like I say, she's quite worn out, so I've had a rolling away bearing made. So when we went to do it, the big end bearing was oval shaped, which was just so worn out. So it had a brass insert made and then the white metal put in it. You got the piston. There is a bit of slap in the piston at some point, but 100-year-old engine, what do you expect? Yeah. Right, there we are. Let's get them started. I'm going to start with the Alamo, because it's a bit nicer sounding. Once I've got them both running, I'll pick the camera back up and show you some close-ups of both of them. Alrighty. Always put your dangly bits away. Very unprofessional of me. Let's do this up as well. about as well as expected. There you go. Been a little difficult, just not quite happy on the fuel. I noticed I had a fuel leak the other day. Maybe the points need cleaning as well, so that's something for me to do. And she's going, that's the mechanism. You can hear the piston slapping there. Well, I can. Maybe you can through the mic as well. Took a bit of fettling with the carbs to get them going. Shut them both down. That's why they shut off after a few moments earlier. Catch the oil out of the sump, by the way. Alright, let's shake you off. Noisy. Nice and quiet. That's much better. Neighbours are going to hate me a lot less for this one. This is a beautiful engine. Very rarely does it let me down. The only other problem is where, again, it's so worn. No slap on this one, but it's so worn that the doesn't always clear the oil so well. So if you've not got it going back, facing uphill slightly, it just blacks itself up, and you have to clean it all out. But minor issues for a lovely engine. If you're brave enough, you can adjust the speed on this. Oh, I don't like doing it. You can give it a bit more. You can go the other way. Slow it right down. I don't like to slow it down too much. One, because of the oiling issue, and two, because it puts more strain on the bearings when it fires. You know, going from a slow speed to a high speed suddenly. Something like that, a bit consistent. Yeah. What a lovely and not so lovely pair of engines. Alright, thank you for watching another one. If you do like more of this, please do like, subscribe, comment, all that rubbish if you really must. I will do more videos on other stuff. I got more French engines I can do. I can do the Ruston and the water pump. As well as the Wajaks I need to get out and do a video on, even though that takes a lot of effort and a lot of water. But I'll get it done. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you very much.